You are Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST, part of Locked On Los Angeles on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
All right, here we go. The Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST, displaying a lot of confidence in Evan Phillips today as he is about ready to enter the game into the ninth. A comfortable lead. I do not believe in those weird jinxes. He will come in and slam the door, win this game for the Dodgers, earn the save, and they will take another series. I am Pete Fox. Thank you for joining me here on the Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST. We come on after the game and break it down for you, or at the very end of the game, just before it's over. You can also listen to us on the Locked On Dodgers podcast feed. Today's episode brought to you by FanDuel. Make every moment more. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. It's 150 bonus bucks. Win or lose, visit FanDuel.com/LockedOn to get started. LOCKEDON. Dodgers take another series. Played well. Never really felt like this game was in doubt. Mookie got things started. I wanted to say the turning point of this game was Mookie's at bat in the first inning. But when the Blue Jays scored to make it a 1-1 game, or I'm sorry, to make it 4-1, that kind of took that opportunity away from me, because you can't really say that it was the turning point. It did have a big impact on this game. And Mookie Betts has been very impactful for this team in the leadoff spot. I think he would be as impactful in the number 2 spot, the number 3 spot. Anywhere you put Mookie, I think he's going to get the job done. But he's great as the leadoff hitter. Leading the league in average still, 382 now. Will Smith, second, 376. Contreras of the Milwaukee Brewers is third. And Shohei Ohtani is fourth. So 3 of the top 4 hitters average-wise in all of the major leagues play for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So we have a lot to feel good about. A lot of confidence is emanating from the top of this lineup, which is why when they were not playing well about a week and a half ago, I was so frustrated, because this is what they're capable of. Today, Tyler Glasnow should get the win, and that will make him the first in the majors to 5 victories. He looked fantastic today. The breaking stuff was wicked, just really, really tough to deal with. He left the game with, quote, an injury. It was a cramp, as far as we know. His hand looked very, I don't know, stretched out in a weird sort of way, like it was cramping. So I wasn't too terribly worried. I thought he was just frustrated after giving up that run because he had gone 14 innings scoreless, striking out 19, which is fantastic. Just really, really solid. Back-to-back wins, back-to-back very good outings. So not much to worry about with him. I mean, you could argue that he is one of the best pitchers in all of baseball right now. Where is he ERA wise? Strikeouts, he's second, 44. I don't know if they update that until the game is over. Probably it's a rolling tally. So that includes his strikeouts for today, which I believe were 7 or 8. And ERA wise, he is, where is he? Not in the top 5. So you can't get them all. He is complete leaders. I'm sorry, quality starts. He's number 5 with 4. Another one today will make him have 5 of those. So Glasnow, an absolute stud and a great acquisition to this team. Again, 14 scoreless with 19 Ks today. Let me confirm. Yeah, 9 Ks today. So 95 pitches, his ERA 2.72. He did walk 3, but it never really presented an issue. 1 run on 2 hits over 6. Then Joe Kelly came in throwing the ball. I think he got one in triple digits. Did he not? 101, maybe 100. I saw a couple at 99. Brazier, fantastic. Zeros, struck out 2. And Evan Phillips has struck out 2 so far. So 1 more, and this game will be in the books. Dodgers now will be, when this game is over in a few minutes, 18-11, 9-3 on the road. And I think we can also give a round of applause to Chris Taylor, who made it on the Diamond Dogs list today, getting that average up like 1 point at a time. It's more like 10 points at a time. What did he have? 1 hit today. He moved his average from like 40 something or 50 something to 63. 1 for 3, had a run. Had an RBI. So good job for Chris Taylor. He also had a sacrifice bunt. So when we get to the Dave Roberts file, the doc file, I think you guys that are the Dave Roberts haters, I don't think any of them have joined the comments yet. I don't believe Daniel Barry or Craig Osterberg are fire Dave Roberts guys, so they haven't said anything yet. But you could say, hey, that was some nice small ball there, and give Dave Roberts credit for putting that call on where Chris Taylor sacrificed, I think it was Mookie to third, and then who knocked him in at that point? Mookie Betts. Taylor singled in the second and the fourth. Betts singled to center. Oh, Rojas had a double. Then it was Chris Taylor sacrificing Rojas to third. That's what it was. And then Mookie singled him in to make it 4-0. So that was a call that Dave Roberts put on, I'm pretty sure. So how about a little belief that Dave Roberts knows the game and not always making the wrong call? Good day hitting for the Dodgers with 2 strikes. And I love to see that, because even guys like Chris Taylor, who are not good hitting with 2 strikes, did a pretty decent job today. I believe it was 3 of their first 4 hits came with 2 strikes. The first run came on a Freddie Freeman sac fly. Then Glasnow continued to just dominate early on. So when the Dodgers got that 1-0 run, you started to feel like, that's all we need, really. We're good. We don't need anything more than that, because he came in with 8 shutout innings, 10 Ks, and no walks. So it was, if he could keep anything close to that up, we were going to be good. And he did today. So gets the win. Is it official yet? I don't believe it is. Still 2 outs. Runner on second. Oh no. Biggio at the plate. What's up with the Toronto Blue Jays and hiring kids of former major leaguers? They have 3 of them. That is so bizarre. Guerrero, Biggio, and Bichette. It's so strange. I mean, if you are a former major leaguer and your kid plays baseball, just call the Jays and go, hey, give my kid a look. They probably will put him on the team. All right. Game's still rolling. 2 outs, runner on second. Dodgers up 4-1. Again, I have confidence. I am not worried at all. I am Pete Fox. This is the Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Sports LA YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done or almost done, and the Locked On Dodgers podcast feed. All right, today's show brought to you by DoorDash. Where'd it go? Where's my DoorDash script? Come back. Not there. Where'd it go? There it is. DoorDash, Mother's Day right around the corner. If you want to do something thoughtful for mom, get some DoorDash. You could send her bouquets of flowers, tech, candy, cards, maybe just, some essentials, maybe some bath bombs or something like that. So she could have a nice little spa day in her own house. There's everything that you need is available on DoorDash. My wife's daughter's fiance is a huge DoorDash fan, and to the point where it becomes excessive at times. I don't want to say it's annoying, but it's definitely over the top. We'll be having a meal, food, whatever, barbecuing, and we'll have, let's say, a case of beer or a 12-pack. along with some sodas. And we get down to like 2 or 3 of anything, right? He's like, oh, you want to get more? Let's get more. And all of a sudden, about 10 minutes later, knock, knock, knock. DoorDash is there with a 12-pack of whatever, beer, soda, pizza. It's a nonstop thing. He's a big fan. So order now and get everything you need for Mother's Day on DoorDash. Use the code LOCKEDONMLB to get 50% off your next order, up to $15 when you spend $15 on your next flour, convenience, grocery, or retail order on DoorDash. That's Locked On MLB. Order using DoorDash today. Terms apply. All right, where are we? Is it over yet? No, it's not over yet. Uh-oh. Jay's got to run. Yeah. Oh, no. Please don't jinx this for me. Biggio single to right. Schneider scored. I hate it when this happens. Craig, if the Dodgers lose this game, is it my fault? Come on, Craig. How can it be my fault? Seriously. Tying run at the plate. It's my fault, VC. Stop it, you guys. Come on. How can it be my fault? This is what they told me to do when I took this job. They're like, at the end of the game, if they're up, go ahead and start early. I'm kind of following, a mandate from management, right? That's what they wanted me to do. It definitely works better in basketball. When the Clippers are down by, and I don't know that I've done it when the Clippers are up, right? Because I'm worried that they are going to blow the lead. But when they're down 15 with 5 minutes to go, which they consider crunch time in the NBA, I'm like, yeah, there's no way they're coming back to win this game down 15 with 5 minutes to go. So I'll start early. Baseball's a little different. This is my first time starting early. I do have to say it's a little different because it just happens slower. Good question, BC. I don't know if Hudson is available. Okay, it's over. See? Thank you. Didn't matter. Oh. I was worried there. I'm like, oh no, please. Please, no. All right, thanks, Craig. Safe. Dodgers win 4-2. Glasnow the win. Now 5-1. Kikuchi the loss. 2-1. Phillips the save. 1 hit. No earned runs. 2 Ks. So good job to get the save there. Pajes, another nice day at the plate. I don't know about this guy. I really don't. I was texting my buddy who is the uncle of James Outman, and he believes James is going to get sent down. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like Dave Roberts has commented that he's going to give these guys a big runway, all of them at the bottom of the lineup. And the bottom of the lineup, very good. What is it? This is along second inning, so it may have changed, probably did quite a bit. But over the last 3 or 4 games, they were 8 of 17 from the 9-hole. So the bottom of the lineup, specifically the 9th hitter, is doing a nice job. Now, Pajes today hit 7th. He was 1 for 4 with the run scored. He's batting .282. Here's my problem with Pajes. Technically speaking, his swing to me is too long, and he's dipping that right shoulder too much. All of his swings are full bore, 100%, and he dips that right shoulder. It has not caused a problem yet. But when he starts to go south and it starts to become an issue, kind of like what Chris Taylor's going through right now, long swings in this day and age in Major League Baseball are just not good for putting the ball in play and making contact. It's good for hitting fly balls. It's good for hitting home runs. And we know that the Dodgers are looking for that launch angle. Although, it's funny. I haven't heard launch angle a lot this year. I don't know if they're starting to get away from caring about that, or maybe it was just a bougie term 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, we couldn't hear enough of the term launch angle, but we haven't heard a lot about that this year. But Pajes has a massive dip in that right shoulder. He's swinging up at everything. He's kind of the opposite of Will Smith. Will Smith is compact, down through the ball. He can hit the ball out of the yard when necessary. He's capable of it, but a compact swing right at the ball, hands inside, everything that Will Smith does to me. I've said it before, one of my favorite hitters in baseball because it looks so simple, right? It looks like he doesn't know anything. He makes it look so easy, and that means he's really good at it. So batting 367 after a 1-for-5 day today. Freddie Freeman 1-for-3 with an RBI, average still up over 300. Ohtani 1-for-5 with an RBI. We'll get to the ticker in a little bit. And Mookie Betts 3-for-5. His average 391. Woo! Just on fire. I did not give proper credit a couple of nights ago when he had another multi-hit affair as to the fact that he was leading the league in hitting. So today we're going to give him kudos for leading the league in hitting with a 391 average. All right, here's the Diamond Dogs list for today. Number 5, Andy Pajas, a 2-strike hit in the second, came on a slider, 2 on, nobody outs after the hit. So clutch hit there for the Dodgers. That second inning was big for them, and he was part of that. Number 4, Chris Taylor, an RBI single in the second, came on a 1-0 curve, and he dealt with it very nicely. Starting to find it, guys. He's starting to find his way. I am not ready to punt on Chris Taylor. I don't think they're going to DFA him at any point in time. I think they would sit him because he's a good defender, and he can also play on the infield. So he's versatile that way, and he's capable of hitting the ball out of the air. If he's going to keep that long, loopy swing, then they'll be like, all right, if we're down 2 in the ninth and we have a runner on, yeah, send him up there. There's an opportunity for him to hit the ball out of the park. So I feel like he's here to stay. So don't get too excited about Chris Taylor and his 63 batting average going anywhere. Dave Roberts is going to give him opportunities. Number 3, Shohei Ohtani, a laser line drive into right field. That one you could feel through the television. 119 miles an hour on that line drive, an RBI single. That was the hardest ball he has ever hit. I know when he swings and misses, I complain about him pulling out and looking ridiculous. But that same swing, when it makes contact, holy cow. As Eric Caro said, if anybody was in front of that ball, they should dive out of the way. He's like, we're lucky that nobody was anywhere near that ball because it probably would have killed him. 119 miles an hour. Wow. I think it's interesting that, because of technology, we now know how hard people hit the ball, throw the ball, etc. 50, 60 years ago, we didn't know these things. I'm sure guys hit the ball that hard back then. We just didn't know it. It is remarkable to have that information, though. Like Barger, when he threw that ball from right field to third base, they said he threw it 102 miles an hour or something. Pretty amazing. Number 2, Mookie Betts, just across the board. His entire day deserved to be on the Diamond Dogs list. 3 hits, a run, an RBI, moving the batting average to 391. And the number 1 performer on the Diamond Dogs list, Tyler Glasnow, just cruising along, 6 innings. He gave up 2 hits while striking out 9, surrendered 1 run right in the 7th inning as they pulled him. He didn't get any outs in that 7th, but 3 walks. That's terrible compared to last time out when he had 0. Guys just dominate. His breaking stuff is so wicked. I feel bad for the opposition there. He throws that slider down and in. It's unhittable. And they have the ump cam working really well today. Watching that ball, it looks like it's, there it is. No, sorry, that ball's 2 feet out of the zone. And then he was humping up around 96, 97. So a fantastic performance from him. His 5th win of the season. Again, he's gone 14 consecutive innings scoreless up until the 15th when he gave up that run and had 19 Ks during that run. So that's a heck of a run for him. And yeah, good point here from BC. All 9 players get hits. Ohtani would have more power if he would breathe out. He's always puffing out his cheeks. Yeah, he needs some yoga. Exactly. Here we go. What is that? Oh, so where does that comment go? There we go. I'm just trying to give you credit, BC. Yeah, that's a good point. I love it. I love seeing that. Up and down the lineup, everyone got a hit. Teoscar Hernandez, 1-for-4. Taking the off-speed pitch the other way. He is such a good off-speed hitter. Love to see that Freddie Freeman's hit. What have I talked about over and over again? Go the other way. Throw your hands at the ball. Take it over the shortstop or the second baseman. Take it the other way. Exactly what he did. Waited on an off-speed pitch and hit it the other way for a base hit. It is, I don't know why. I love it when dudes pull the ball. It's cool, but I love seeing Oppo Field hits so much more because it seems just easier, especially when they show you the outfield camera of a guy, a right-handed hitter taking the ball over the second baseman's head. That's just, to me, baseball at its best. It's just pure. Kike Hernandez 1 for 4 today. His average 224. He had a run scored. As I said, Pajes 1 for 4 with the run. Miguel Rojas a double. He's batting 268. They really are. There's been a lot of talk about putting Miggy out there a little bit more at short, with Gavin Lux struggling a little bit at second base. So you can move Mookie over to second. Miggy plays short. If Miggy continues to hit, I think we're going to see a lot more of that. There's not going to be a lot of, there'll be less Mookie Betts at short if Miggy continues to hit and Gavin Lux struggles, because they're going to let Gavin Lux get his hacks. They said 150, and he's only at like 65, 70 at this point. So he's got another 3 or 4 months. Well, maybe not that much, 2 months before they kind of make any decisions as to what's going to happen with him. Only cramps in the hand of Tyler Glasnow. So nothing serious there. I think it was just him being frustrated with the fact that he couldn't get out of that frame. All right, Dodgers with a 4-2 win over the Jays. They take another series. They're now 18-11 and 9-3 on the road this season. I'm Pete Fox. This is the Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Sports LA YouTube channel. Place to hang out when every game is officially done. And thanks for listening to us on the Locked On Dodgers podcast feed. All right, today's show also brought to you by FanDuel. It's playoff time in the NBA. As you know, Clippers are trying to stay relevant. I don't know if they keep putting Kawhi out there, it's going to be tough. You might want to bet against the Clippers here tomorrow in Dallas, because they just do not look right with Kawhi Leonard on the floor. And I do believe that Ty Lue probably will continue to go down that path, and it's just not going to be good for them. It's really not. I'm sorry. I've said they need to punt on Kawhi at this point. He's not up to the pace of the game. So have a look at that tomorrow in the NBA. Also, NHL playoffs. Kings taking on the Oilers. They got smoked last night. That was ugly as heck. And baseball, of course, is in full swing. FanDuel is your place to bet on every game right now. New customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. That's $150. Win or lose. That's got to be a good feeling right there. Bet on everything from slap shots to home runs to slam dunks, scores, strikeouts, total bases, etc. It's all on the app, and it's safe, secure, and easy to use. What are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon. Make your first bet with an automatic win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Dodgers post the 4-2 win. They take this series from the Jays. They've now won 6 in a row. Tomorrow they're playing at 10:30. Ugh. I will not be covering that game for you guys, unfortunately, because I have Clippers at noon. But Dodgers got it all going in the right direction right now. When you got everybody in the lineup getting hits, I bet other guys that were not in the game today, like James Outman, were like, let me get out there. I need to take some hacks. It just felt good, across the board. Top of the fourth was nice, though. Rojas the double, Taylor with the sacrifice, and the Mookie Betts RBI. Sack bunt. How about that? Mookie also had a steal today. The guy's just doing everything. If he keeps this up anywhere close, I mean, MVP without even a contest from anybody else. Because is there a chance that a guy like Shohei just being a DH could win the MVP? No, not a chance. So it's all about Mookie. Speaking of Shohei, here is the Ohtani ticker for today. First at bet, a ground out to second weekly. It wasn't, the laser that he hit his next at bat. That RBI single to right, again, 119 miles an hour off of the bat. And thankfully, nobody was anywhere near that, like a third baseman. 119 miles an hour. God, you like those early games, BC, and get on with your day. I mean, if you're going to watch the basketball game, you can get the baseball game out of the way and then watch the basketball game. What is this? Is this a speculation? Ty Lue leaving for the Lakers? Is that news? I have a friend who works in the media with me and is at most games at Crypto. And he was there for game 2. And I said, what's the, give me a scoop, dude. What's going on? What's the feeling around there after they get smacked in the mouth like that? And he's like, here's my hot take. If they lose this series, they're going to fire Ty Lue. And I called him because I was a text and I said, are you serious? Do you really feel that they're going to fire him? He's like, I don't know. Maybe. It wasn't, it was just his random hot take trying to be funny. But I don't know. I think that would not be a crazy scenario to witness, feel, if that were to happen, I don't think we'd all be surprised. This team was dominating, and then Kawhi Leonard with his bum knee. Oh, it's swollen for 3 weeks. Really? Get out there. Be a gamer. What are you doing? You're making hundreds of millions of dollars. Get in the game. And then they put him in the series, game 2, and he looks awful. So, normally the saying goes, take one for the team. In this particular situation, I know this is a Dodgers postcast, but the Clippers took one for Kawhi Leonard. They lost game 2. And then in game 3, Kawhi Leonard looked bad as well. 9 points. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. It is not good. It's kind of the opposite of the Dodgers. Okay. How about that for a transition back to what we're talking about here? The Dodgers have everything working the way it should. Everyone's pulling on the rope the same way. And aside from Jay Hay, they're healthy, right? Of course, Walker Buehler still has one more minor league outing, and then he should return. Gratterall had a step back. Emmett Sheehan, Dustin May, and Tony Gonsolin. Haven't heard a lot about what's going on with them of late. So if we can get Walker Buehler back, that would be fantastic. I'd love to have Gratterall back, but that's going to probably take another few weeks. So no rush. I think everything's good right now. Again, an early start for the Dodgers tomorrow, 10:37. I'll be covering the Clippers at 12:30. Hopefully they can figure things out, whether it's with or without Kawhi Leonard. And make this an even series. If they lose that one, I think they're done. The Kings are kind of in the same boat. They had a nice win in Edmonton to wrestle away home court advantage, home ice advantage rather. And then they come back to Crypto and get kicked right in the ding ding, 6-1 last night. So they'll play again tomorrow and try to even that series. The Dodgers will look for back-to-back sweeps. Again, it's an early start. In Toronto, north of the border, Gausman will go for the Jays, and the Dodgers are going to send good old undecided to the mound, which means more than likely it'll be a bullpen day for the Dodgers. If they lose this one, I don't think anyone's going to cry too dramatically in their soup over that. They continue to roll, and it's just what happens. Brazier, honorable mention today, I forgot, for the bucket list. Oh, that's the NBA thing. Brazier, honorable mention for the Diamond Dogs. Baseball is Diamond Dogs. Basketball is bucket list. It's weird when you're covering 2 sports, one day on, one day off, back to back. It gets a little crazy and hairy. I reportedly posted the last 2 Dodger postcasts to the Clipper podcast feed, and the NBA channel manager here at Locked On was not too happy about that. He's like, get your baseball off of my NBA feed. So apologies there. They're now up on the Locked On Dodgers podcast feed. Brazier, again, honorable mention for his 8th inning, 2 Ks and a pop out. Looked very, very, very solid there with the hold for the Dodgers, who get the 4-2 win. They look for the sweep tomorrow, and then they will head on to Arizona to face the D-backs. Yes, some payback time for the D-backs, who ousted them from the playoffs last year. It'd be nice to go in there and just beat the crap out of Arizona and sweep them as well. To win 9 in a row on this road trip, that's a lofty goal, I know, but that's what we're hoping for, right? As they're riding a 6-game winning streak right now. And actually, if they sweep the Diamondbacks, that would be a 10-game winning streak. So let's hope they keep it rolling. Mookie Betts leading the league in hitting. Will Smith is second and Shohei Ohtani is fourth. Let's hope that keeps rolling as well. And I love the dominance on the mound across the board, from Tyler Glasnow to Joe Kelly to Ryan Brazier to Evan Phillips. Just complete and utter domination. Love what we're seeing right now. Hope you do too as well. Thank you for joining me here. This is the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Sports LA YouTube channel. Thanks for listening to us on the Locked On Dodgers podcast feed. I will miss you tomorrow, but I will catch you in Arizona. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for coming in.